Peace, 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 everybody. So I was going to do a kind of a joking, no, jovial video about this subject matter with a bunch of gifs and random pictures and things like that. A, those take a long time, and B, I just didn't feel like doing that. So I wanted to talk to y'all about something today, which is how important making pre-orders are as a consumer, right? So a book came out recently called Black Out Loud. It's a book centered around nostalgic 1990s black sitcoms, A Different World, Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, um, a lot of black shows, right? Malcolm and Eddie, all these different shows. And I wanted to get the book, and the book came out about 10 days after my brother's birthday. So my brother's a huge fan of nostalgic black comedy. So I wanted to get the book for him. He's a big reader as well. So I went to every black owned bookstore website that I could find. There's not a black owned local bookstore where I am yet. It's coming soon. But there's not one yet. So I went to every black owned bookstore website I could find to order Black Out Loud. What happened is the book was on back order on all these websites. And like I talked about before, the book came out about 11 days after my older brother's birthday, so I didn't want him to wait any longer, and I was trying to avoid jumping on Amazon and making an order, right? And that's when I realized how important making pre-orders really are. I remember speaking to a good friend of mine, Rashid Newson, who released "There's Only One Sin in Hollywood." Also, "My Government's Trying to Kill Me." "My Government Means to Kill Me." Two amazing books. I remember talking to him about how important pre-orders were, and I really had no idea. To be honest with you, I just thought, you know, I thought it had a minimal impact. But he really broke it down to me on how the pre-order lets your local store know that there's a fan of this work locally, so they'll order maybe 5 or 10 of those so that they can think maybe there's some more fans as well, right? So you're helping your local area get that book. Also, when you look at New York Times bestseller lists and all these different lists that we want our black authors to be on because they deserve to be on them because they've worked so hard, right? When you look at these lists, when you make pre-orders, all those pre-orders hit on that first month release that can help push that book to a New York Times bestseller. So we want that too. We want our authors to continue their career because I believe authors are born to do the work that they're doing, and we want them to reap the rewards, right? We want them to reap the benefits of the amazing work that they're doing. And a lot of these authors are making these books for us, right? Like specifically for us. You look at a book like In Open Contempt. In Open Contempt breaks down the infrastructure of racism and how that permeates through major artwork and statues that we have in this country and in this world. Really, he goes all the way to Spain with it. Right now, this book is not a book for everybody. Right, this book is written to help elevate our consciousness, so we have to support that. Right, if you look at a book like Bibliotherapy in the Bronx, this is about how we can help us. Right, how we can help our community. We got to support that. So the way that we can further support that is to make these pre-orders so that these books can get put on these New York Times bestseller lists so that these authors can do these amazing things that a bestseller book can give them, right? They can go and do these amazing speeches and, panels and things like that I love seeing. Like, nothing makes me happier than seeing my sister Emily doing all these panels to talk about bibliotherapy in the Bronx. She spent her whole life writing this book, right? You look at Sky Full of Elephants. Sky Full of Elephants is a hit because of us. We understand the subject matter of Sky Full of Elephants, right? So if we don't support that, it's going to fall through the cracks. And that's an amazingly written book, right? So we have to support and we have to be conscious in our support. So the way that we can do that is to hit these pre-orders. So I wanted to kind of challenge my people, my family out here to find a book that's coming out this year and just pre-order it, right? Just pre-order it, and once it drops, you go pick it up, right? Let Amazon lose this sale and pre-order that book with a bookstore owner that looks like yourself, and go through the motions of that, because I think that's a more conscious way to further support our authors. They do an amazing job, they do amazing work, so we have to support them, right? So that's just my opinion. I just want to come on and let you guys know like how really important those pre-orders really are, so we can take this support to the next level. Peace, love y'all.